Do not mind the sweat. Oh, take your jacket off. Tell a little bit about what work. Take your jacket off. But do not mind the sweat. I just got back from the gym. Bro, if you don't know, the Australia Open been happening since the 11th. And it's about to come to a close because we at the finals now. Bro, it's been such... When I say I wasn't pitching the Australian Open going anything how it's going. Anything how it's going. Like, it is... Like, from the start, from round one, I said, oh, this is about to be mixy. Because certain people was getting out round one. I was just like, oh, this is about to be mixy. This is about to get mixy. My top pick got out in the quarterfinal, Coco. I thought Coco was going to take it. I thought she was. Because last year she made it to the semifinals. And Coco just been an amazing form. This is her first loss of the year, of the season so far. This is her first loss. She won the United Cup at the start of the month with Team USA. I think she dropped a set. No, I don't think she dropped a set ever during there. I don't think she ever dropped a set. But she was on top of the world. She won WTA finals at the end of the year. She ended up winning Beijing which is China Open, after a not so successful run at the US Open, because she was the defending champion and she got out the 4th round. But I knew, in my heart of hearts, I knew Arena was gonna win the US Open, because Arena is that one constant in the WTA right now when it comes to Grand Slams. Mama don't play when it comes to Grand Slam. She don't. She always at least make it to the quarter or semifinal. Like, she always does. She's been that constant. But, bro, so it came down to the semifinals. I have been very critical of the WTA and how they gave Inga the most easiest draw known to man. She's number 2 right now. They gave her the most easiest draw known to man, in my opinion. Which I know it's based off ranking. So when you're in that number 2 position, you kind of get a bit of an easier run. And number 1 and 2 kind of have the harder run. But Inga she really didn't play anyone but qualifiers. Like, there was really she didn't play anyone in the top 30. In the top 30 until the quarterfinals. That was her first time playing someone in the top 30, which was Emma. Emma was number 8. That was her first time playing somebody at least in the top 30. But, nonetheless, she lost. I like Inga, but I like Inga. I do. I like that she's a constant as well on the tour. Because last year she racked up. She won the French Open, which is pretty much been her tournament for the past 4 or 5 years, honestly. She's been defending it. She's on that. I think she's going for her 3rd or 4th time defending it. This year, she's going for a 4th time defending it this year. So I like Inga, but some stuff she does, I just be like, okay. But she got past the quarterfinals. She made it to the semifinals. Madison Keys. Madison mother effing Keys. I was at the gym, bro. And when I say I almost yelled, because I checked the results. And I was like, Madison overpowered her. It's 3 sets. Madison been a 3-set queen this whole tournament. She ain't been playing. She ain't been playing. And the thing is, Madison is just coming off of injury. Last year she got injured, so she had to pretty much end the tour early. She got married in November, and baby, she has come back in a new form, an absolute new form, bro. Like never before. Won her first title at the top of the year as well. I can't remember which one it was, but won her first title at the top of the year as well. She played against Jessica, who they are good friends. Both American players. But Madison got in the paint and knocked the world number 2 out. Former world number 1 out. She's beaten her before when she was number 1 in 2022. But she just beat her again at the semifinals of the Australian Open, bro. And when I tell you, I am just like, I'm okay with, because Arena is the 2-time defending champion of the Australian Open. She's a 2-time defending champ. I would love to see her go to do a 3-year, because we haven't seen anyone do a 3-year since Martina. I think Martina was the last person to do a 3-year. Everyone else has just been 2. It has been 2, which would be Serena and then Victoria. They were the last people to do back-to-back. But in Arena now, she's done back-to-back, which she's going for 3rd. She's going for a 3-peat, which I'll be more than happy if she went. I absolutely love Arena. I became a fan of Arena at the 2023 Australian Open when she played against Coco. That just showed, like, that really showed me how much of the class act she is. The US Open did some shady stuff, and they released her footage from the, they released her footage after the championship match. And, you know, she was upset, so she banged her racket. And it was in such a, it was actually in a common way, because most people, she didn't tear up anything. She just banged her racket on the ground. And then she went and threw it away. And they released that footage, and I was just like, that's so shady. But it backfired on them, because people was like, that's a natural reaction. And she became one of my favorites in that moment, because she could have done that, like, at the end of the match, you know, at championship point, or anytime during the celebration. She could have done that, but she waited until she was in her own space, and she let out her frustrations, and then she just picked up her racket, threw it away after she had smashed it, picked it up, threw it away, and walked out, and came back the next year for vengeance. Arena is like, she my girl. She my girl. I would love to see her do a three-peat, but I would also love to see Madison take it too, because Madison made it her first, and it's a historical moment for Madison, honestly, because she made it to her first semifinal ever in a Grand Slam in 2015. She played against Serena. I'm not gonna hold you back. She was giving Serena a run for her money, and she was 19 at the time. And now, 10 years later, she made it to the final, bro. At her first semifinal. She made it to the first tournament, the first Grand Slam, she made it to a semifinal. Now, 10 years later, she's made it to the final. And I'm rooting for both. I know it's going to be an amazing match, bro. I know it is, and I can't wait for Saturday. I cannot wait for Saturday. I know it's going to be an amazing match. On the men's side of things, not going how I thought either. It's not going how I thought as well. Danny got out early, like I think it's third round. Danny was third or second round. Danny got out. I was shocked by that. I'm shocked that, I'm not really shocked by Novik though, because Novik he beat Carlos. I was shocked that he beat Carlos, but I'm not, because that's Australia Open is Novik's tournament. Like, he has the most wins in that tournament, the most, you know, he has the most championships in that tournament. Like, so I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised. I think the thing that people be forgetting about younger players versus older players, this is a thing with Serena, and it's gonna be a thing for Arena as well. As players get older, you may be able to outrun them. A younger player may be able to outrun them, but that older player, especially if they've been at the top of their game, they have tips and tricks that you won't even see coming. And then they also know everything you're going to throw at them, even if they can't get to a shot, you know, as quick as you can. They know what you're going to throw at them, and they know how to trip you up coming back around, because they know you're going to throw out the same thing. They've seen it all. They've done it all. That's how Serena was able to really progress in her 30s and still win slams, because not only was she at the top of her form, but she had been doing it so long. It's not much you can throw at her. There's not much you can throw at her. Now time is no one's friend, essentially. When it comes to your body, you do start to slow down a little bit, and you start to get injury prone more. But if you can keep them injuries to a minimum, you can still go, much like we see Novik doing, much like we saw Serena doing, and much like we're going to see Arena do, because Arena has only gotten better with age. Like, she has only gotten better with age. And I know she's going to be also that person that's going to be winning slams well into her 30s, because she knows. She reminds me, she's the one that honestly reminds me so much of Venus and Serena. Like, she reminds me so much of them, just her willpower and how she keeps getting better with age. You would think she'll start, no, she keeps getting better with age. Like, she keeps getting better. And I'd be happy to see her or Madison take it. Like, her or Madison. And also, I'm such a big fan of Arena, because I love the way she has the utmost respect for everybody. Now, you can tell that there are certain people on the tour that she doesn't really care for, but she gives everybody utmost respect. I love how she takes to the younger players' heart. She loves Coco. Like, she loves Coco. She loves playing her. And I love when they play, because it's always a head-to-head, and then afterwards they hug it out. She's always lending advice, because, you know, Coco had issue with her serve, and they played each other in Wuhan, and Arena thought for sure they played each other in the semifinals of Wuhan, which Arena is now the 3-time defending champ. Arena thought for sure that Coco was gonna take the set. She was gonna make it to the final, because Coco took the first set like that. But Coco, you know, the double faults and stuff started happening in the second set. And in Arena, her post interview, she even said, she was like, I thought she was going to take it. But when she started in the second set and she saw that she was double faulting, she was like, okay, well, if you're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. You know, but even in there, she gave her advice, because Arena used to have issues with her serve too. and she just lends advice. And she always says she loved playing Coco, and she loved playing the younger players on tour because she learns from them, they learn from her. I just love Arena. Again, she's a class act. Like, she is a class act. But bro, I cannot wait until Saturday to see this showdown. The men's semifinals is about to come up now. I think it'll be Center and Novik that's gonna make it to the final. I do. And I think Novik gonna get that 25. He gonna get that number 25. I think he is. I think he gonna get that number 25. I also think he gonna get Wimbledon this year too. I do. I think he gonna get Wimbledon this year as well. So I think he gonna get 26 this year. I'm banking him for 2 slams this year, 2. But we gonna see. We gonna see. But man, I just had to come and get my 2 cents on Australia Open because it's been so gut wrenching, man. It's been up and down. Like, you don't know which way it's gonna go. You don't know which way it's gonna go. I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to see Inga and Arena be in the final, because that would have been the first time in a long time we've seen the world number 1 and the world number 2 go head to head. Arena's a world number 1. Go head to head in a Grand Slam final in a minute. So I would have loved to see it, but we're gonna have to wait. But Madison, baby girl's in rare form. She is in rare form. Like, the way that, the power that she is exuding, bro, is. I'm ready for the final. I'm ready for the fight because I know it's gonna be a showdown, and I know they're gonna hug it out afterwards. But I'm ready. I'm ready for the final. I'm ready for the final. I am ready for the final. That's my 2 cents. Yeah, I have a blessed day. I have the I'm actually gonna start filming the episode of the cooking episode this week today. I'm actually probably gonna film it today, and I may go ahead and upload it. I don't know. I don't know. But that's my 2 cents on Australia Open, bro. It's been gut wrenching, but we down to the final again. We just gotta wait on the men's side to see who's gonna win. Ben is in the semifinals, which is his second semifinal. It's his second semifinal. He's so young too, which I love Ben, because you could tell Ben is biracial. You could tell that his father is from Alabama. I mean, his father is black. You can tell that he has that black Southern grandmother in him. You could tell. And I love that about Ben. I love it. But he's playing center, so I hope he can hold up. We'll see though. We'll see. Either way with them, I'll be fine. But I think it's gonna be Novik and Center in the final, which is gonna be a showdown. Because again, Center is the defending champ for the Australia Open, and he's the world number 1. But Novik, it's hard to beat him in Australia. It's hard to beat him in Australia. It is hard because that's his tournament. We gonna see. Yeah, if y'all can tune in, if y'all really want to see some good stuff, man, tune in, because it's amazing. I swear, tune in. Y'all be blessed.